Hey, welcome to another This Might Hurt. So, I have not shuffled the cards yet. I know, I always say that. I don't know why. It's a thing. Happy Tuesday. So, I've been having this issue, with some people in my life that is just, it's interesting. And you sit back and you ask the universe, like, what is the lesson? What is this trying to show me? And I'm kind of stuck. Don't know what the lesson is. It's repeating cycles, and now I'm just at the stage where I'm observing it. It's very interesting. There's a lot of passive-aggressive energy in my world lately, and on top of the passive-aggressive, it's the people who do things that they want done, but then come back and blame you that they had to do a thing. So it's very passive-aggressive, very, I don't know how to set this boundary, so I'm going to make you the bad guy. So I don't know. It's really weird. It's very interesting. And I've just been very contemplative about that today. I even had a dream about it last night. It's kind of weird. Involving a Snickers bar, but who knew? Anyway, strange but true things in Sanora's head today. What else? We have the blood moon lunar eclipse. Today it's 3/3. It's supposed to happen at 3:33 in the morning, which would have already happened here in New Mexico. It would have happened a few hours ago. But yeah, so this is the first time that I've felt like the eclipse was something I didn't want to be out in. I didn't make moon water. I didn't do the things. It's just, it gave me this feeling of it being not, I don't know. It felt dark to me, I guess would be the way to say it. It felt kind of dark. But anyway, let's get the energies for today. We have the Eight of Swords kind of on its side, a little bit on the reverse, but we're going to take it on its side. And actually, I was just listening to a reading where she had pulled the Eight of Swords, and like she said, the parts that hurt you, the points are pointing down, right? You'd have to literally pick them up to hurt somebody, but not really sure if we are refusing to look at things or binded things up, or if we're going to take those things off and just go in full force. And it's kind of an observer energy, right? So kind of like what I was talking about with the people in my life and the passive aggressiveness and all that, and just kind of stepping back and observing it. I like that because we haven't decided if this is a thing for us or not, right? If this is the overthinking, if this is the self-sabotage or not. Maybe it's yours, maybe it's not. That's the energy is just the decision being made with that. But the energy is there. Right? Whether it's yours or not. Next card out, Three of Cups in reverse. Three of Cups is usually about community, but reversed, it might be feeling socially disconnected. A little isolation. Not always a bad thing. I was talking to you guys yesterday about how I was feeling isolated last Sunday when I didn't get to connect with my group, and starting that new group on Sundays. So, you have to be the thing that you need. So if I felt disconnected and I felt like my Sunday group was missing, then I'm going to create a Sunday group, right? That's just kind of the thing. But feeling a little isolated and disconnected, which is okay. I mean, we have to sit in that liminal space before the new people come in, after the old people have left, and it's just a necessary... I was just going to say a necessary evil, but I don't want to call it evil. Like, I don't want to put that out in the universe. I think it's just a necessary, uncomfortable spot to be in. Feeling like a burden. Maybe you're feeling like a burden to the old community, right? Maybe you're feeling like, maybe they're a burden to you. Who knows? Maybe the burdens are the too much responsibility. Maybe it's about being overloaded, right? Just taking on too much, overcommitting. Not being able to take one more thing on. And you might be doing that because you feel isolated, right? Sometimes we do that. I was speaking with a faculty advisor yesterday about my plan for moving on with a research idea and taking it from my bachelor's to my master's to possibly a doctorate. And then I think, have I taken on too much? Have I committed to too much with doing that? Because That's huge, right? Ace of Swords in the reverse. So that would be more like, let me look it up. Ace of Swords, clarity. So maybe thinking a little bit harshly about things, right? Maybe some confusion, maybe some denial. Maybe you don't want to admit your part in the thing. Maybe they don't want to admit their part in the thing. Maybe you're just confused, right? I'm kind of feeling more like that. Like it's just a confusion. We talk about the Ace of Swords in the reverse with the Eight of Swords on its side. Not really sure what's happening here, right? What's the lesson? Like I was saying in the beginning of the video, what's the lesson? What's the learning? What's the knowledge I'm supposed to gain from this thing, right? And in order for us to do that, we do need to be a little bit isolated, right? We do need to maybe set some burdens down, right? Or maybe we need to distract ourselves and so have you ever heard of so when I was in software development, I would, there'd be an issue with the code or something like that, and I'd be racking my brain and staring at it for hours and hours and hours. Couldn't figure it out. And then I would walk away, go make dinner, take a shower, and I'd be in the shower, and all of a sudden, boom, it hit me. Exactly what it was, what I needed to do. I'd go back and it would work. So maybe the distractions are what's going to give you the clarity, right? Walk away from it and let woolly mammoth brew it to the surface for you, right? It's an interesting time. It's not a comfortable time, but it's a time of growth. That's for sure. It's always growth and discomfort. So what's our advice? Oh, it didn't fall today. We got the Star and the Queen of Cups on its side. So the Star being that fully authentic, what do you call it? Healing, right? It's just healing, recovery, hope. And then the Queen of Cups on its side. Let's see what that one says. It says intuition and compassion. Healing, growth, intuition, compassion. Show yourself some grace, right? Show yourself some grace. Be unapologetically, authentically you, and nurture it, right? Don't try to take so much action. This is a lot of feminine energy in here, and I believe the Star is Aquarius energy. I don't usually read astrology into the cards the way some readers do, but I do believe that's Aquarius. Aquarius is thinking outside the box, right? And it's humanity. It's being for the collective as opposed to for yourself. Putting the needs of the group above your own needs, which is a little difficult to do if you're feeling isolated and disconnected from the group. But maybe like I was saying with the Sunday night group that I'm starting is create your own group, right? Nurture yourself, water yourself, show compassion to yourself, be the person that you needed when you were younger. And maybe that is be the person that you needed yesterday, right? Doesn't matter because yesterday you were younger anyway. And then for what you don't see coming is the Hierophant in reverse. I think that's just shattering belief systems, right? Not everything has to be what it's always been. These might be values that are not yours, that you're shattering the belief of. My dad used to tell me that if you slept past 7 a.m., you were lazy. And I don't have that belief anymore. I noticed that I would feel, I don't know, somewhat guilty or bad about myself if I did sleep past 7. And I had to consciously change that. I had to consciously make a decision that is not a belief system I want to keep, right? So just making those changes and questioning them and deciding what's yours and deciding what's not. Just like these readings, decide what's yours, decide what's not. It's just a thing. So yeah. I think I'm going to leave it there, you guys. I think I've said enough about it. And if I can talk, we will chat tomorrow. Take care.